Hey everyone, first off, how about them Cowboys? We got back on track. I know I'm a little late in the week on this recap, been busy. But nonetheless, wanted to still make the video and also provide a little preview for the Rams game on Sunday. But just real quick, touching on Arizona, I thought we had a great second half. Unfortunately, we came out sluggish. I think the league as a whole was just, mentally exhausted with the anxiety of the protesting and everything that wrapped around that. I'm not going to touch on that in this video, but I think the Cowboys were affected by that as well, even on Monday, especially with the whole national audience kind of looking in to see what they would do. And I think that it affected us coming out. We weren't as sharp, against a lesser defense than the Broncos, but still a very very good defense. And on the flip side, Arizona came out, moving the ball around. You saw some of the cool things they did with Larry Fitzgerald, lining him up off the line of scrimmage, lining him up in the slot. And those are some of the things I'd like to see us utilize with Dez, because we're having some trouble getting him, initiated in the offense. Now, Dak and Jason and Scott just, they kind of worked around it and said, went to one of the things I kind of highlighted in the Denver video was getting Dak to use his legs a little bit more, especially when guys aren't getting the separation they need. One of the things that some of the elite quarterbacks in this league are able to do is buy time. You see that with Aaron Rodgers, and I think you saw that with Dak, especially hooking up with Bryce Butler a couple times. Some great throws on the run, even one rolling to his left that he hit to Terrence, and just implementing that zone read. Right now, our offensive line, we still, to me, still have the best group in the league. The Raiders group struggled. Tennessee's looked amazing. They've probably looked the best so far this season. But I think when everything's said and done, we still have the best line in the league. But we haven't played like it. Tyron Smith has looked a little stiff. I don't know if he's still having back issues or what, but he got beat by Chandler Jones a couple times. My boy Travis Frederick, I know he's going to struggle with those big one techniques in there, but he just has to figure out how to get those guys turned a little bit so we can have our inside run game going. Because when he gets stood up and pushed back, it destroys our run plays. Lael Collins struggling against speed. I mean, that's to be expected. He's been kind of trained to play inside the box since he's been with us. But on the edge, dealing with those edge rushers, especially off that right side, we have to get him. Sometimes just get him some help, leave a tight end in or a back to chip. You saw him getting beat by Marcus Golden pretty bad, even in the second half. But fortunately, we have an athletic quarterback to get us out of that. DeMarcus Lawrence, wow, 6.5 sacks in 3 weeks. That's crazy production from, the elite guys, the Von Millers, and back in the day, Julius Peppers and all those guys. So, he's going to be, that's going to be tough to pay him. I'm going to say that straight up. But our rotation is even going to get better. David Irving coming back next week. Got Demontre Moore back. I think Charles Tapper wasn't even active, but just so many guys, so many different skill sets. Taco's coming along. I saw a couple things I liked from him this past game. But even on the whole defense side of the ball, some of the young pups, Jalen Smith had a much better game. Jordan Lewis, I mean, he was probably the most impressive rookie that we had out there. He's an excellent cover guy. I think I think even when Nolan Carroll comes back, I mean, I think it's going to be more Nolan Carroll between Nolan Carroll and Anthony Brown than trying to take Jordan Lewis off the field. Jordan Lewis has been very, very impressive. He might be our best man cover guy. Hopefully Scandrick, whatever his situation is, he's healthy. But just with Scandrick's body seems to be breaking down. I don't know if we can really rely on him moving forward. But going into this Rams game, can't sleep on the Rams, man. One of the things is you look at the schedule when it comes out, and you're like, rookie coach. Bad team last year. We should probably beat them. Now it's like, almost 50-50. The Rams are very, very good, but we have to, be on our A game and make sure that we take away, make them one-dimensional, make Jared Goff have to beat us passing the ball, because right now Todd Gurley and, they have it going running and passing. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we're going against Wade this week. And we already know Wade's going to bring those heaters. He's going to watch that Broncos tape and try to exploit some of the things that were shown in the week before. So moving forward, excited what I saw from the team. Excited to see Dak provide that leadership, pull us out, and hopefully we can go 3-1 on Sunday. But go Cowboys!